As the country battles with drought, the Chief Conservator of Forests, Julius Kamau, has called on members of the public to rally behind tree growing, noting the benefits trees provide in the mitigation of climate change adversities such as droughts, floods and environmental degradation.
75% of the clean service water that we get in the country come from the forested catchment areas. You can imagine what would have been for this drought if we still didn't have our protected ecosystems. What would have happened if we didn't have water flowing from our rivers? You couldn't even talk about damming or even agriculture supported by irrigation, because you still have to talk about water. When you talk about water, whether it is rain-fed or whether it is irrigation, you still have to bring question of forestry and trees on it. Why? Because our ecosystems, talk about the Aberdares, Mount Kenya, the Cherangani, the Mount Elgon and Mao, basically also control how our weather behaves.
The government, through the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, has set out to plant 15 billion trees countrywide by 2032 to enable the country achieve a 30% tree cover. Speaking on Tuesday while giving an update on the ongoing drought situation in the country and key interventions in the progress, the National Steering Committee on Drought Response Chairman Peter Ndegwa confirmed that so far they have been able to raise 600 million shillings towards helping out drought-affected families in the country.
I know that when rain starts to come through, and I've had some people saying, well, now the rain is back. We don't have to worry about this steering committee that has been set up for drought. Frankly, this is the fourth rain season that has failed, and you have seen that the fifth one will fail next year. So even beyond the impact on food that is not landing on everyone's table, remember there's livelihoods that have been affected. You saw that 2.5 million livestock have been impacted by this. That's about $1 billion of livelihoods. So even if rain came back, in terms of even if we got proper rain in the next few seasons, those people have to rebuild their lives. Yeah. So those people have to rebuild their life from scratch.
The steering committee created by President William Ruto has been collecting funds to be used to purchase foods and supplies to drought-affected families, with over 4.5 million Kenyans facing hunger. Kennedy Kimani, Hope TV Newswatch, Nairobi.